Hello, my last here. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. Alrighty, I am here with more Imperator. I am civilizing into a republic. Uh, Things are not going well. People are not liking that I am civilizing into a republic. I'm about to have a civil war. And I was checking around, and there's a total in the world 4 metropolises, which is 2 in India, one's over in the Suklid Empire. Actually, no, it's 5. One's in Egypt, and then one's in Rome. And I'll be gunning for the 6th world metropolis. Metropolis will make me a lot of money. I'm assuming also a lot of research. So I can't send those 7,000 home. Nor will they follow commands. I will also probably, before the Civil War starts, if it doesn't get stopped by the changing into Republic, so gather all the forces in the capital. Fortunately, it looks like a lot of the slow people don't have the ability to. Is X. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. Dur Ovrianum have excelled themselves in contributing their own personal funds to develop and structure their fine city. Mirrored, we hope this attitude is mirrored by some of our less loyal citizens or subjects. They want a granary, so I'm gonna give them a granary. Book the new constitution. Speckle, the sceptered, the Isle of Abalon has been a haven for our people for centuries. We must aim to control it from coast to coast, uniting the disparate people on our land under one common identity. Civic ideas. Land and appropriation reform. City planning. We got oratory ideas. I think of proprietary scholars research. Basic reputation nation where scholars are allotted as a patronized and sure yield rewards in the future. Fitting buildings within a walled city becomes much more an issue if the population size grows. Adopting a grid-based approach to city planning will allow us to better account for available building space. Do, 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 do. Um. Do, 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 do. Trying aristocracy, two military ideas, and then one oratory idea. Oligarchy, one civic, two oratory, and then plutocratic. Two civic, one religious. Support of the Senate. So we got that. High Priest. Also held by High Priest of the Republic, responsible for overseeing the priesthood, state sacrifices, and religious festivals. Tribune of the soldiers. Office oversees the quality of the Republic military, managing the training, logistics, the discipline. Tribune of the people. Alright, I'm gonna assign these as political stations. The Lynch family's long-time integral part of the internal politics, but they once, but where they once drove a nation, they exemplified civic duty. They are increasingly associated with complacency and misuse of their authority, and hold they held by tradition. At this point, few consider their lineage particularly notable. So the family fell out of favor. Oligarchic power shifts. My Archon. Oligarchs are now in control. Yeah, the oligarchs control half of the Senate. Hmm. Mm. Ah, so that disloyal levy was disbanded. Okay. Oh, I will start forming a legion. I cannot form a legion. I need to pass a law to allow me to form a legion. I'm going to try Let's see what happens if I don't raise the levies, but it'd be better outcome scenario because the characters that would revolt them would not take the units with them. Because I'm worried that they're just going to take the units with them. Oh, that's the entire fucking army? No! No! Oh, but I can split these armies up. Okay. Is there... Um... So we're dealing with our first revolt. First civil war was the aristocrats wanted me to have a monarchy, and I said no, and this is the result. How's the Senate looking? Of course, the literal 2 fucking seconds before my army shows up, they surrender the siege. Fucking course. Of course they did. We will not sign governors until after this war. I'm not dealing with that now. Port maintenance go up. Fucking store that. Or we'll run to the next sieging location. Okay, civil wars are a pain in the ass because I have to slow siege everything. I have to, like, take each land back by fucking province. The civil wars are so damn annoying. And, thank you for the follow. I would attempt to pronounce your name, but if you see anything about this word, I can't pronounce names worth a damn. I guess if I just take back all the forts, that'll be easier to chase down their armies. Yeah, being the new form of government, we don't have the stupid 8 million tribal leaders commanding 8 million different levies. We just have a couple commanders for each levy. Current Archon. So forts don't work like how they used to during the Civil War, is because all of the forces are currently fighting a civil insurrection, so they can't exactly go walk into the old territory and take it back from them. This isn't like a normal war. Although the rebels were a joke. Like, they don't have any forces behind them really backing. They're just kind of more of sweeping the countryside until I gain back all of my territory. Your job is go fight the rebel forces. Your job is to just hang out and siege things. If they're gonna slow down and let me catch up to them, then I will absolutely take advantage of that. Man, guards and visitors point out for quite some time, Stonehenge has started to deteriorate. Now, a prominent visitor of foreign allies point out once proudest landmark decays at the places damaged. Not only is it affecting the morale of our nation, but diminishing how we portray ourselves to others. We will 100% we will restore the monument to far more glory, because it is the thing powering our omens. Why would I abandon the omen generator 9000? Over here. Yeah, once that's finished, I can then summon them over to the revolt site, and I can slowly finish off killing off the revolt. Delius the Slave. For the last few days in the dark corners of the Senate House, I've been abuzz with whispers of huddled relics resembling senators. An ambitious freedman of the has managed to make his way from the alleys of Rome and assemble to the assembly of Ladonium, winning local elections with wide popular support. Whether his success can be attributed to merit or nefarious means has been a hot topic among the detractors. But in any case, Celius as his supporters are demanding he be granted office benefit of his talents. Naturally, the more traditional members of the House are loath to tell his presence at all, and feel that a promotion to a voting slave demeans their nobility as such. The man got out of slavery at 18 years old. Yeah. He will go further yet. Well, that's the Archon, okay. Citizens are unhappy, but slaves are happy. Gain approval from Democrats. Will not tolerate slaves on the Senate floor. Interfere with politics? Never. I will do it. I will refuse to interfere with politics. If he gets the promotion, he gets the promotion. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm gonna chase that army down. Civil wars are so annoying. Come on, die in a fire already. It's where if this really screws up my... If nothing goes back the way... No. We are not looting our own lands. Thank you very much. It is a bad idea. Oh, come on. Get that one right there, and we're gonna run over there. Move and try to reclaim the fort. Election soon, next Archon. Currently, the Tribune of Evil is leading the candidate to win. That is fine. Yeah, the current one to win has more popularity. Oh, Provisioning Act has professional training. Is that it? I will actually spend the next few reforms on getting provisioning training. So I can start actually building legions. So I can stop relying on levies. I feel like levies should be only ever in a last resort once you get legionaries. Yeah, because levies eat up your research points, because they require citizens to go to the field. So the levies should... I should definitely run to get legions as soon as possible. And I'm going to will be stalled out for a few years due to the amount of aggressive expansion for seizing all this land at once. What the... Let the looting be gentle. I do not want to burn down my own stuff. Which one do I actually want right now? I might keep the... I'll keep the population assimilation. The revolt's finished. It doesn't matter, like, how much territory they gain. We'll gain some free men. I'm gonna try not to murder my own land. Thank you very much. Military artisans. Guilds of artisans employed by the military ensure the innovations passed down to those deserving. Provided a hotbed of scholarly thought by which progress flourishes. Also, once I actually start building legions, I can control the composition of what's in the legion. Also, I just realized I have 900 gold. That also will allow me to start setting up the metropolis of Londonium. I'm gonna start investing in that city a little bit because I want to. Mutiny, utter exhaustion, battle of the soldiers in the command of. I mean, mutiny, seizing Caesar after inflicted hell. Thank goodness we have a silver-tongued devil. Otherwise, that'd have been annoying. Because I'd be like, nah, fuck, kill her about paying $300 for her life. I'd like to send my levies home, please. Right as the election finishes, we win the Civil War. Sonodor resistance is proven to be can't. As Archon previously outspoken critic of the government, he's spoken with contempt during the meetings of the Senate. All surprised, therefore, when he was elected to rule our nation, casting aside a nation as a oppressive class. Growing popularity of the target. Amongst the elite, it's hard to see how we'll get anything done. It's not worth upsetting the balance just yet. At long last, after the brutal struggle of the nation has come to close, remaining armies, once commanded by Aurora, broken, demoralized, awaiting to throw it. Self has been cast in irons as decided what should do to punish him as co-conspirators and transgression against our people. Kill them all. Military purge. All of their characters have been put to death. All characters who stayed loyal remain alive. Kill them all. How dare you revolt? The sacking of this... dude, let the looting be gentle, as I want... They are my people. I do not want them harmed, please. Rising from a... Can rising from obscurity. Victor, fortunes are rising over time. The Republic has achieved both greater wealth and power. Traditionally, relied on the ability and valor of dignity of each of families. With a rising fortune, there's an ample opportunity for new men of quality rising beyond their birthright. Contracts certainly help when appraising to join our elites. The contacts certainly help. There are certainly some families that parties sentence would like our favor if we support a candidate endorsed by our party. Certainly, this would upset the current balance of power among those who aspire for greatness. Is a man who has achieved great. Didn't their family just revolt? I need to find where the most zeal needs to be supported. I think I might support the head priest. Um. League and Dreadful War in Hiroshima, important dignitaries arrived. I revised the record given asylum due to the fragile political circumstances of the region. Much favor may be gained with the girls who just finished the job for them. Welcome them. I don't get anything other than nation approval, and I don't care for that. Also, armies, go home! Go home, armies! I need the money. Yeah, that war was very ill-timed. Democrats believe to protect the right of both citizens and the rest of the population, to preserve political balance and equality. To the great delight of the people and different alike. I'm gonna do this specifically because it gives it more citizens somewhere. Although the oligarchs just control the Senate at this point. There isn't even, like, remote competition. Yeah, so that messed up my county capitals. Yeah, so the capital gives every citizen what they'd ever need and want. Tribesmen utterly hated here. Renew fiery fire. I gotta spend the money because the drain gets destroyed. I'm not gonna have that happen. Basic training, providing new recruits the most basic of training, at least to let them start their first few swings. Because constantly we've been having to rely on people self-training themselves before war. How much fucking glass is that province producing? A lot. They're producing a lot. Okay. And we'll try not to buy everything from Rome, because that's gonna be very awkward. I find Rome's success. Unless there's just no other choice. The governor of Qatar has been taking advantage of her position. These people destitute some of our confidants. We've passed through the province, talk of despair, situations, unfortunate souls barely came to life. Not only is the wolf not taking care Does under her rules, she's taking advantage of Seeker's personal gain. How about all outrageous cinnamon shares fix this region? Yeah, no, that is not what your job is. This is a republic. Bad. You need to make the land better. Our money is going burr. Benefits of power. The fated oligarch stomach best beta assembly now moved to a motion that will see public lands granted to the most notable members of nobility, as if the princes did not already creak under the weight of their avarice. Only Arkan has the power to block the bill, involving the power of veto. These are much deserved rewards. I do not have power to stop them, so it's no point of me just pissing in their face. Stars of War. I'm not going to war anytime soon. We're still burning off the aggressive expansion. The last one. Yeah, I'm just gonna heavily invest it in the capital region. Active drills. Armies in the field benefit from continued drills, even up to the very eve of battle. So they gain 5% discipline. Build 2 libraries for more research. How's our research going? It's going pretty good. We're technically behind the times. Oh, war exhaustion multiply. That is a dangerous game if you would ever play that. Just try to max out your war exhaustion for the sole goal of increasing your ability to gain military power. Recent decision by Archon in particular has left supporters and representatives of the Directors happier than ever, and they acknowledge that their concerns are being heard and acted upon. There are many among the Alberts who are not willing to repay the kindness of their own. It would be beneficial to use this opportunity to address the most pressing needs of our political factions. We ask some favors in kind: increase taxes, Let us mend the cross-party divide. Yeah, I'd rather take that. Hmm. Hmm. Rivalries in the Senate? Who knew? The Civil War put to end. Oh. Where is all this commerce money coming from? Hmm. Some Druids have gotten in conflict with neighbors and conflict over the local beliefs. The tribes receive a messenger from the Druids asking for support. The conflict against the neighbors would put us at odds with the other one. Ignore it, or say, as a nation, we need to stick to. I would like stability, please. Yep, well, that Civil War did take a lot out of us. Uh, It's imperative that all citizens that can vote on accordance to their influence in the society stand ready to defend the interests of the state. In our state, every citizen is expected to do military service to provide and provide the equipment needed for the duration of their campaign. No belief. The democratic continue the privilege of the vote is accompanied by the obligation to serve. This means the danger to lowering the bar for either of these things. Must ensure that only the sufficient means or skill can serve in our armies and participate in the state. Our warriors are in good company knowing that their leaders and commanders are brethren of all upper echelons of society. No. Every man must do their duty. We're going to keep the Assembly of Residents because it is the most beneficial in terms of fighting corruption. Since in time immemorial ancestors practice the old ways in their own manner, we should encourage the traditional observance of their sacred duty. Priestly status. Priests have always held a position of authority in spiritual matters in our nation, exalting this to invite them to political participation in state matters is logically the next step. Deny priests of the Senate. The religious interference and political matters no longer desired. Holy men should be amongst the people, bolstering them in times of need. Senatorial veto. Granting Senate can't of religious offices, allowing these important roles. Stepping to a higher position, sadly, this often encourages less pious seek employment. I think we'll allow priestly status for Roman power. Integration law. Occupied rights. It should be the right of every free man to decide where to settle and what matter to subside. We must promote these ideals in our very constitution. The location policy. Control over where people settle is vital, maintaining long-term health of the state. A series of laws and duties that should make this easier, although some more nomadic backgrounds are likely to be displeased. Up the demotion speed goes to the fucking roof. Rights and nobility. For too long, we've retained the undecided on the subject of conflict, nobility, and common folk. This time we rejected the arguments in favor of the commoners who are ignorant enough to see our historic state fail. Do you evolve the administration? The centralized state effectively keeping rebellious behavior localized, while my affect aspects of the government negatively. This benefit actually sure like them. I think I'm just going to maintain occupation rights. Rights and nobility would definitely increase the output of citizens by a massive amount, but they already technically have 200%. Oh, gotta keep assimilating those people. You know, slave, and slave, and slave. Take up arms. Every man in the place of armies, not least the hunters who stalk the prey of the battlefield and forge the light. We'll eventually have legions pretty soon, so might as well make them cheaper. Then I'll do adaptability, then Hail of Stones, and then the planes fight with us. And then start going down the other route. The funny thing is that wants me to fight Romans eventually. That is like 100%. Oh yeah, now you gotta fight Romans, or at least someone in the Italian group. Cultures. know if I will be able to get someone from the Italian group. I literally have to fight Rome at that point, I think. Mm. The governors are literally political appointments at this point. We've been told of a major industrial accident, extensive work, and the Rome stone has made export the city. Knuckleheads charged low. Oh, so there's the neglect one where the things fell apart, the slaves died. Make sure it does not happen again, please. Mm. Guess that the High Priest will be the next one elected. Papa Council never wanted to challenge the status quo or even do anything remotely considered interesting. Has been elected. A slim imagery, dull buffoons, and wag. Yes, wag. Wine stained togas. It'd be fair to say, perhaps, that this does not hold the confidence of the people the same manner as the historical book's role. More popular sport. Time will see the division healed. People simply love a circuit. Oh wow, the current ruler is unpopular as fuck. They'll come up. Hmm. Oh. I want to go for extended elections. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because I'm tired of losing stability every time. Oh, we're at 2 stability. That's probably not good, but I'm tired of losing stability every time someone's elected, so might as well make it war longer. Hmm. Another investment at the capital. Hi DJ, I was so focused in losing all of my stability, I did not see even any of your like messages. I was like completely spaced out. Yeah, I started as the Iceni and the corner of Britain, and I then expanded across all of the Britain, and then started landing. And then after taking like 50 war expansion aggressive expansion, I decided to reform into a republic. That was a great time to do that. The momentum of the state carries the usual and long. Addressing the concerns of the citizens, abating the politics that will ensue the prosperity and strength, or are so led to believe. Those that whisper, uh, my brain, plot brewed late night dark rooms of Ilka. They say she tried questionable, tired of her equitable democracy and is hatching a plan to seize the premiership for herself. Cronies to rule all powerful oligarchs. It's too early to tell whether these rumors are of any substance, but the eyes have been certainly opened. There's no proof. I can't do anything. I can't just murder her. Uh, because one of the reasons why I wanted a republic is the family that was supporting the issue was very popular at the time, and the other family wasn't really in the government at all. I was like, okay, this is just easier to support the Republican movement. And two, um, I think republics have certain benefits that a monarchy does not have. And also, the elections, even though they still cost, the elections technically do not cost stability if the person that gets elected is of the party that is currently popular, from what I've seen. So, I've also extended elections to make it where elections happen a lot less, and succession's a lot less painful when the next leader gets in charge, because it's not like a big chunk of my stability every time a leader passes. Hmm. Reported the people of Rakonda everyone's taking up the cause of Ilika. Trigger named the roof taps, painting clearly rushed portraits of the woman around town. There's no doubt like cheap ploy by to overestimate her support by hiring some brigands. They but the concerned citizenry and a whole demand at least response, at least Ilika's superior power ways to the city. Isn't the government's job to maintain her? The infrastructure part wait win them over. After a careful deliberation assessment of political spouses, a great deal of research into various bloodlines and heritages, Interest has summoned his aides, issued a offer of marriage to Urquhart dynasty with Brett. Envoy brings news. The House Urquhart stepped in to raise the issue of the proposal, citing a great app engaged young woman. Clearly, he's measuring attempt to get out of his dowry. Perhaps negotiations will be a way to win over it. Why am I paying government funds to make you happy? How old are you? I'm not paying government funds. Go die in a fire. Okay. What man wants me to pay for his damn marriage? The taxpayer dollars. Um, yeah, once I get the professional training, I will finish out the civic right tree. I'll also probably get rural planning too. At a certain point, I will start building in the rural areas. Actually, no, I'm not gonna get rural planning. Um, mm, Alright, I'll finish out this, grabbing that, and then public slavery, all of that. After that, and then I think I'm going to grab most... I might still go in for, like, civic. For most of, like, the civic stuff as well. Just because I get more and more tax money, so it's going to allow me to fund larger and larger legions. And then after I finish out the civic advances, I will then probably focus exclusively on the military advances. Probably, like, starting out from the left, going right, and then finally finishing out with, naval stuff. Then I'll reevaluate. But that's probably a lot of advances. Okay, because we got laws. Oh, okay, that would be easy. I just need to stockpile money. But before that, I'm gonna grab some more coffee. Touch the microphone. I will be right back. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy, the air is thin. The game begins, but no one wins. Oh, it shines like